Hello, and welcome to the history of, and this is another episode of our Viking cruise. I'm Richard. This is
Gary.
Harry. And this time we visit Trier in Germany. Before we head to Trier, we go to Bernkastel Kues.
And Hughes was on the other side, across the bridge.
And that's the bridge.
Yeah, this was an interesting stop, is because you only have one included trip, one included tour a day. Our tour was for Trier. So this was a stop that basically allowed people to purchase an extra. We did not purchase the extra, so we just went walking on our own.
What was the extra?
They had a tour of this, but it was an extra tour. You had to pay extra for it.
Yeah.
And they of course they had us arrive on Sunday. We were in here on Sunday, and so Sunday is a down day. Nobody's open. You have to have special permission to be open on a Sunday, and it's usually because you're tied to tourism. So I remember on the cruise they kept telling us no one will be open. Everything is going to be closed because it's Sunday. And then we go into one of the stores, and that's when the guy finally says, "Oh yeah, no. If you're serving tourism, which most of the places in Bernkastel were serving tourism, their business relied on tourism.
Yeah.
They were allowed to be open."
Yep.
So I guess the church is calling people to service. Just started ringing at about 9:30. Scared us.
And this is the touristy spot in Bernkastel.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're in Trier. Do you remember what this is?
It is, oh my god. This was a palace that was also attached to a cathedral that had at one point been a part of the Roman Empire. So it's had multiple uses over the millennia. You have the original building, and then you have obviously the add-ons. And the original building got transformed. It was originally to Jupiter, and then eventually got turned into a Catholic cathedral. So it's and then it had survived attacks. So that's why it's still structurally most of it, but it's had a lot of parts replaced.
And that's exactly where the throne was in those days. The same spot. You can see that semicircle annex. The apse is not pretty common from buildings. Always. The throne was and nothing built. Apart from that.
Here we were at a different church, though. This one had pretty impressive windows inside.
Another touristy spot.
It was interesting to still see things that are closed because it's Sunday, despite the fact that it is such a heavily tourist area.
And of course they have a McDonald's. And this is the thing that really annoyed me about America is you can see here that they have the plant-based sandwiches and the meat sandwiches, and the prices are exactly the same. But for some reason in the United States, we have to pay extra for the plant-based sandwiches. And I call bullshit.
Yep.
Not cool, America. And that is a gate.
It was a gate, and oh my god, why can't I not think? But it's called the Black Gate, if I remember correctly. And it was interesting to look at. It would have been nice to have gone into, but they charged extra for it.
I thought this was funny because we have a restaurant in the United States called Norm's, and I was thinking, oh, this is the female version of that restaurant, Norma.
I mean, and it's like you look at the way it's the coloring scheme and everything. It's easy to.
It almost looks like it. Yeah.
That was pretty. That was nicer.
Gary likes owls, so he wanted to have that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that was our tour through Bernkastel Kues and Trier. It was a wonderful trip. But we still have more. Stay tuned for the next The History of on our Viking cruise. Thank you for watching. Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.